So your top accomplishments. I have had clients do this in the past. I want you to go ahead and start writing. List the first 10 accomplishments of yours that come to mind. And don't stop writing until you have come to 10. I have asked clients of mine in the past to write down 50 accomplishments in one sitting. And it's harder than you think. We are not used to bragging about ourselves. We are not used to oftentimes touting our own personal glory, the things that we have done. I have run races. I have got a medal for, a speech that I gave. Not that these are necessarily my actual things, but as examples. I joined the Navy when I was 17 years old. I commanded a Spruance class destroyer when I was in the Navy. I was a master helmswoman and the smallest person and the only lady at the time to do it. I graduated with my bachelor's degree thanks to my parents and the Navy College Fund. I put myself through my master's program, through my PMP program, my project management certification program. I've moved all around and successfully reestablished myself. Like, if you see all of the different accomplished or areas of accomplishment that you can draw out, I want you to think about those. I want you to think about things that you are proud of that you might not talk about on a daily basis or on a regular basis or ever. At the bottom of the workbook page, there I list some ideas to get you thinking. What are you known for? Are your friends like, oh yes, this person is super amazing at making enchiladas, pizzas? Are you a great breakfast cook? Are you a great organizer? What is it that you bring to your environment? Write those things down. Are you super organized? Do you make the best pie? Like, can you detail a car or a motorcycle? That was one of my jobs in college, was to detail Harleys, and it was amazing. Are you the go-to person when someone needs help? Whether it is small or whether it is grand, who are you by what you are known for in this section here? So the next page of day one focus, personal empowerment mindset work, stand in your power. I want you to start asking yourself, what is the next thing? What are the next things that I want to accomplish? You can finish this part of the homework as we move on to the next section. You could do it afterwards as well. On the following pages to the day one exercise, I ask you to list out 10 qualities I'm proud to embody. We've listed accomplishments. We have listed things that we are known for. We have written down who we think we are. Who do we present ourselves to the world as? And on the following pages, I ask you to really expand upon those things. So you're listing out 10 qualities of you. First, you write out the quality, the trait, the element, the essence that you see in yourself. Then I want you to go back to number 1 after you write down the 10. And I want you to describe in detail about how you embody this characteristic. This is for you. You don't have to share this with anyone. You don't have to share it with me on your coaching call if you don't want to. This homework is for you. How do you see yourself? What is it about this characteristic or this trait that makes you feel really proud of who you are and what you have accomplished? So write down in the spaces, of which there are 10, the one-liner of the quality, the trait, the element, or the essence that you see in yourself. And then once you've written all 10 down, go back to number 1 and start describing in detail how you embody this characteristic. Show yourself in all of your amazingness, all of your accomplished glory. This is your brag book. Because we don't do this We don't do this very often. It's talking about yourself or bragging about yourself. It's seen as bad. And in some ways, and in some places, it can definitely be seen as that. But when you are needing to stand in your own power, we need to remind ourselves of who we are, what we have been through, what we have accomplished, what we have pulled ourselves out of, how we have thrown ourselves out into the world. And we did it based on our own desire with the help of those who love us or maybe inspire us, sisters, brothers, parents, partners, leaders, teachers, mentors. I think it's so important that when we start a program that is to propel us towards a successful life, that we take pause and we recognize ourselves for what we have done thus far. Because if you're here and you're listening to this, it's not because you thought, oh, this might be fun. I mean, maybe it is, but it's also because you realize the underlying essence of the intention for lifestyle by design. We build our foundations by understanding who we are now so that we can then understand what are some of the areas of my life and my personality that I can shift so that I can redesign the way that I live on a regular basis. And you have to start with what you know so that you can shift and move and change and grow. After you write down the qualities, the nuances of who you are and how you feel about those things, in a small section after the 10th block, I ask you to now write down how you feel about the acknowledgement of your great qualities. Is it uncomfortable? Is it something that you don't want to share because you don't want to have a brag book out there? Are you proud of what you have accomplished in your life thus far? I hope you are. I hope that you see from when you were young enough to start realizing who you are and the way you wanted to be and live and the person you wanted to be seen as and recognized for and know who you are inside to today. How do you feel about the acknowledgement of those qualities? That's always an interesting journal prompt after we have designed our brag books, talked about our accomplishments and all of the awesome things that we have done. How do you feel about it? And write it down. This is for you.